Hey viewers, welcome to VL Astrology once again. After a long gap, I am back and I welcome you all to my channel, VL Astrology. And this is a one-stop channel where you will get all the news and updates related to the planets in transit and short tutorials also simultaneously. You learn as well as take the predictions home. So this is definitely a one-stop channel. And if you're looking for consultation with me, please do drop an email at vlastrology24@gmail.com. And the slots for September month are still open. So what exactly is this Venus ingress in retrogression in Leo sign and then moving backwards in Cancer, that is in demoted form, going to get us all at? So this video is just about Venus retrograde in Leo, which happens from the 23rd of July till the 7th of August. And all the way till the 4th of September, it's going to be the total span of this retrogression. But Venus will get retrograde and demoted in Cancer sign where it was earlier also. And it is going to be from 7th of August till the September 4th. But I will be making a separate video of Cancer retrogression of Venus. And in this video, the planet of love, luxury, romance, beauty, aesthetics, what is it going to take us to, when it is turning retrograde? It's a very hyped, transit. But is it really worth getting that, so much of news, negative, positive, whatever you are thinking about? See, whenever a planet turns retrograde, it actually forgets its own significations. That is the major thing about a retrograde planet. And when Venus turns retrograde, that means it is away from the sun. That is why, the planets turn retrograde when they are losing out the light of that sun. Sun is the father after all. And these are all the kids in a way, the father, the king of the kingdom. So when any planet turns retrograde, it is actually the angular distance between sun and that planet is such that it turns retrograde, means it wants to come back home. It turns retrograde because it is very far from the father. Now he's learned his lesson. No, I can't do it, without my father. So I have to go back. So this is the time when, you actually, the significations related to Venus might just, suffer because now this planet is learning its lessons. So it might just, bring about the real relationship. What exactly is this relationship about? You will get to know the realities. This is the reality check. You will be internalizing, what exactly do you want in this relationship, from this relationship. So when a planet is retrograde, it forgets its significations, as I said. So how it is going to forget its significations? It might just become a little erratic, might not behave the way it should be. And it can also become the opposite graha. That is, the signification might vary from Venus's signification. It might become Jupiter because the opposite graha, the graha which has lesser significations of Venus is Jupiter. So we consider this as, Jupiter. So that means the lust is or the worldly affairs, they are not that very lucrative for us. We don't find any kind of satisfaction in those zones. We might just look for growth in our wisdom, in our knowledge during this Venus retrograde. So when do we get knowledge? When we actually learn our lessons. Something has impacted us negatively, and then we learn the lessons. So these are all live sessions. If at all there is any lag, any complaints about the hearing part, etc., so just let me know. So Venus is turning retrograde on the 23rd of July, and it is going to be in the Leo sign, and then will be moving backwards in Cancer. So this is 2-3 times actually Venus has transited through the Gandanta zone. Gandanta means from water to fire, and from fire back to the water sign it is going to be entering. So this has happened thrice, from Cancer to Leo, from Leo to Cancer, and then again from Cancer to Leo it is going to take place. So Gandanta is a little unsettled kind of an energy. I don't consider it for the people who are, having this Gandanta in transit. Basically, Gandanta impacts the babies who are born during this time. Gandanta is a transition, actually, from fire to water it is going to be. So it is going to be by the end of this transit when it moves into Cancer sign. So that is the Gandanta zone. So you have to untie the knots that, you have been experiencing. Untie the relationships. Just review what exactly do you want from this relationship. This is a very beautiful time, actually, to review things. Retrograde is always a renewal energy. It is like reviewing, it is like reflecting all the Aries we see from the retrogrades. So this will give you some kind of exactness about the relationship questioned, finances, how and where you should be investing, travels, purchasing of vehicles, property. All these might just be the areas where you will be actually, thinking of, you'll be reflecting, you'll be again and again thinking of, whether I should not. So all that happens, the dilemma, we can say, or we can say there's a confusion. So that kind of a stage, that unsettling kind of a stage is this Venus in retrogression. But you definitely get wiser, you come out with flying colors, you actually make the right kind of decisions. Ultimately, you will realize it once Venus turns direct, when you will go back and look. Now, I have made a video on Venus's ingress in Leo sign. You must watch it because that is the metonic cycles I've discussed in that. That's a very important way to look at this Venus retrograde cycle, because, every 8 years, you will see that Venus comes back to the same spot. And I have seen from many, many years, from 92, 99, 2015 and all, Venus has been back and forth in Cancer and Leo sign. And I have explained why. So please do not miss out on that video. The summary part has lots to offer. So you will just gain a lot of knowledge through that video. So that's a short tutorial in the beginning part. Do hear the whole thing. And this video also, I would request you all to go through the summary part again and again and understand the transits better. All right. So let's start with the predictive. I will be sharing through the pictorial form what exactly is the planetary cabinet looking like in the sky. So that clears a lot many things. Your doubts will get clear because when you see the picture, it stays. Okay. So that is the reason I always share the charts. So let me start with the Aries signs first. So how do you have to see this? You have to see through ascendant, moon, and Dasha. Okay. How you have to see from Dasha? See which Dasha you're in, make that your first house, and see how the planets are ingressing. Suppose you are a Capricorn, Saturn, whose Dasha is on. So makes Capricorn your Dasha. But, if it is a long Dasha of Saturn, then, you should go to the Antar Dasha. That is the sub-cycle. That is if Saturn, Jupiter Dasha is on, and Jupiter is in Scorpio sign in your natal chart. So make Scorpio your ascendant and see where the transit position is happening. So Venus is turning retrograde in the 10th house of yours for Scorpio native. So it will impact your finances. It will impact your relationship with the female counterparts at the workplace. So see like that. Okay. Then let's start with the Aries readings. And I made elaborate video as to how the planets are looking at each other, how they are impacting each other. So very important video that I have already made. So you must watch it. See, whenever Venus is retrograde, you have some relationship issues also to go through. And this is happening in your 5th house. So old friends, loved ones, these feelings might just get reactivated. So if you are receptive to it, it will definitely give you, if you're prepared for it, so it will give you some, solace there. Maybe, you will not, you're prepared. Okay, I'm not interested in this relationship. I am not going to get melted. So that will be enough to understand this transit, because you know that you are getting that wisdom. You're coming out from that zone where you are feeling a little better. Also, This might bring about some kind of confidence level in you about making decisions, because Venus is retrograde and it sort of becomes Jupiter, and Venus, when turns retrograde, it is giving the result of the seventh house, and we have a Saturn there who's retrograde as well. So you will have a lot of energy boosts, in making decisions, choosing your friends, making decisions about your finances, because Venus is it's time to reflect on your finances, on your relationship, because Venus is the lord of your second and the seventh, and it is giving the result of the seventh house from itself. So this will give you some clarity about your finances, about your relationship, and about your it's a time to make decisions about your accomplishments, your creativity also. So it depends on you, how you utilize it, how you understand these energies. It's for 40-45 days, this Venus turns retrograde. So it's a long time to understand the potential in you, because this will be giving you that liberty, now to understand your potential. It will be giving you that assurance also. Okay, so it's better that you because your Maraka house, that is the death inflicting houses, that ruler is turning retrograde. So it will definitely mellow down the impact on your finances. You'll be making some arrangements how you can make money out of money, savings. Also, the relationship question, maybe you will start with another new relationship, though it is said that you should never initiate a new relationship when Venus is retrograde, or buying and purchasing a property and your jewelry, or getting married. Venus retrograde time is not an auspicious time for doing these ceremonies. So so you must be very sure about your decision making right now. If you don't have a choice, so you can go ahead with it, but you have to review, recheck, reread the documents again, again and again, before buying and purchasing the vehicle. You might just change your old vehicle and just buy another one. So you have to just check the papers, whether the papers are intact or not, and keep a constant check on your sentiments, because this Venus might give you a reflection of the past. So you might just get carried away. So be careful about that, especially. Coming to the next sign, that is Taurus. So for Taurus natives, this Venus is your Lagnation, is going to be turning retrograde in your fourth house, in Leo sign. So this will definitely be giving you some some reflecting and reviewing energies on your emotions, how you can handle them well now. You feel that you are, whether you're plugged in well or not with your connection with your family, with your partner, whether it is actually leading to the growth, or it is bringing you down. So now you are going to be reflecting on what you are, who you are, because this is the house of your past also. This is the house of your your childhood. So connect with your childhood right now and understand, and just reflect on your values. This will give you that clarity even more. You might just be entrapped in some fraudulent means. You might just be making some choices which are really hard to make. But at the same time, the Jupiter's grace is always the protecting grace. And Jupiter is also in Bharani Nakshatra, ruled by Venus. So this is a beautiful time to actually make the best use of your wisdom and then make the right kind of choices. You might just be in on a creative impulse also with this. So refocus, because you're shifting your focus from the right things to the things which actually you feel that is very which is very superficial. You think that it is very practical. You think that I'm going to gain the success that you're looking for, but it is not. So you have to calm down, you have to relax, you have to make decisions not in impulse. Don't get carried away, because this is the midnight time. Venus is very very strong here. So when it turns retrograde, it actually loses his potency to give the result it should be giving here. So Venus in direct motion would have been very positive for you, for making these decisions, related to your family, finance, related to your purchasing of some assets. But here you have to review now. You have to understand whether you really want to or not. So, and also, this is going to be giving you a lot of joyous activities. You might just be more into your family. You might just revolutionize your relationships. You might just refocus on the relationship, reflect on yourself. See why I'm using RE words, because any planet which turns retrograde is trying to tell us that revisit your past, revisit your your inner self, so that you can make right kind of decisions, which you can undo, which you have not made correctly. Okay, so this is the time to go through all of that as well. And you see, if you are having issues in relationship, the best remedy for you I'm giving today for Taurus natives, because Taurus natives have many issues in their relationship, because the Kalatra Bhavam, is ruled by Mars, and Mars and Venus are conjunct. So you should, in the direction of the seventh lord, where your Mars is, check that. Light a lamp in the evening in that direction. Suppose here Mars is in Leo sign, so Leo means east direction. So you have to light in the evening the lamp. Maybe you can do it on every Friday, or you can do it on Fridays and Tuesdays. So that depends on you. So if you will do this remedy, so this will definitely mellow down the Venus retrograde impact, and your relationship will start improving also. Okay, so try it out, see where your Mars is, and then light the lamp. Suppose your Mars is in 159 signs, that is the east direction. If it is in 2, 6, 10, then south. If it is 3, 7, 11, it's west. If it is 4, 8, 12, then it is north. So 4, 8, 12 signs, not houses I'm talking about. So see where your Mars is, and then light the lamp in that particular direction. Okay, and it will be positive. And you can visit that direction also. You can go to that direction with your partner for a few days on holiday. So that will be good as well. So here, if it is in east, so from your place where you are, move towards east, take a holiday, take a break, things will get better. Okay, with Venus retrograde right now. Coming to the next one. See, these are all remedies which are very generic, but they work wonders. So if you come to me for your, a personal reading, then you see how, I will customize the remedies, and I will bring out something which will be really very peculiar. Remedies are, people say remedies don't work. Some people say remedies don't work. It is not possible. Then this science is a failure. If remedies are not done properly, if you are not customizing the remedies, then definitely they will not work. Okay, the astrologer has to be wise enough to give the remedies. Okay, you must suggest the right kind of remedies and see how it works. Coming to the next sign, that is Gemini. So for Gemini natives, Venus retrograde is in your third house. Now, third house is about trying and understanding the world of communication. Okay, so you might have to keep a constant check on your communication now. What are you saying? What is your social networking like, and your communication with your siblings? You might have to modify that, because when Venus is retrograde, it is trying to tell you that you must change yourself now. Because whenever planets turn retrograde, there is a reason for them to get retrograde. Astronomically, it's an apparent phenomena. It's not happening actually. But when in astrology we talk about retrograde planets, there must be some reason, no? That we are again and again talking about retrogrades. Retrograde planets are very powerful planets. That is why they get the maximum cheshta bal. So when Venus is turning retrograde in the third house, it is going to be giving you a lot of inclination towards communication with people. But you have to be very, very careful what you convey to others, because it is going to backfire otherwise. It is going to give you some kind of, relationship issues. There can be frictions in relationship. Also, it is the Lord of the fifth. So with children, you have to be more careful. In your romantic relationship, you have to be careful. This might bring about some communication gap. You will say something, the other person will understand something else. Children might be leaving you and going to the overseas, because when Venus turns retrograde, the fifth lord and the 12th lord is turning retrograde. So you might be spending a lot of money on your children. Or it could be that you are focused more on learning and acquiring knowledge, because now Venus has become, Jupiter, and it is right opposite Saturn, and it starts giving the result of the 7th house also. So you will be learning something more. You will be expanding your horizon. You will be thinking of maybe starting some new courses, joining some courses, teaching. So all of that is getting activated. So the remedy that I can suggest when Venus is retrograde is that move in the direction with your partner or with your children. Take a break and move for a few days. Take a holiday. You must take a holiday, must take a break to the direction, to the east direction from where you are. The east direction from where you are. That will be the best thing to do right now. And you will see that the relationships are getting better, and you're going to be feeling a little lighter also. If you have complication with your sibling, take a break with your sibling. You take your siblings on holidays, or you can just communicate with them. But you must be careful what you are conveying. Any kind of loose talk, any kind of short-tempered arguments, that will be really not advisable. It will just definitely sabotage the relationship. So you must be careful. Okay. And with the female counterparts, especially, it has to be very, very, very precise. Okay. Coming to the next sign, that is Cancer. So for Cancer natives, this Venus is turning retrograde in your second house. Now, this will be having a way to relating with the, with your food. Now you are forming a connection with your family. See, food, family, finance, that is what we see mainly from the second house. Addition in the family also, somebody getting married, and then we see from the second house. So this might bring about too much expenditure on these zones. Financials, loss of finances, maybe your money is just flowing out like anything. It could be that you are having complications in your relationship. Your spouse, your partner is having some health issues to deal with. It can also give you wrong food habits, untimely meals also, or you are overeating. That can be also there. Overeating sweets. There can be that you are having some miscommunication often with your family members. So you have to keep a constant check on all these things. If you actually, become Jupiter. Jupiter is someone who is, very, very wise. He's the knowledge. So if you actually become wiser, take a break before sleep, before speaking anything, just keep a check on your speech, on your words. What are you trying to communicate? Then things might just mellow down. It can also be a chance, it can also bring a chance of renovating your place, your residence, or change of residence also. This might bring about some changes in the workplace of your mother. It might just uplift her, or it might just bring about promotion or transfer also. Okay. And this is also going to be bringing about some new maybe you're renovating your place, but this is not a good time to get married. I would not suggest, because this is not an auspicious time when Venus is retrograde or Jupiter is retrograde. So the marriage season, this is not the time to get married. In Venus retrograde, I've seen people getting married and then parting ways quite quickly. Also, this will be a good time for sharing your philosophical ideas with others. So that Venus will start giving you good results. Being the 11th Lord in the second and turning retrograde might just obviously increase the expenses part. So you have to keep a constant check on your expenses also. So this will, definitely get mellowed down once Venus turns retrograde and comes back to your first house. So that might just reduce. But, you have to keep a constant check on your expenses also. This might be bringing about some kind of excitement in you related to, see, Venus is a planet of beauty also, aesthetics. So you might just make mistakes in buying the clothes. You will buy and then you will just go back and return. That is also there. You will buy some jewelry during this time and then you will say, no, I didn't like the design or something, and then you will go and return. So that is something which, will give you that irritability is quite possible. Okay, so make sure that you make right kind of decisions. Go slow on finances. Maybe you're booking the tickets back and forth, you're just doing it, canceling, all of that is also possible. So the best thing that you can do is keep little bit of some raw sugar. Actually, they are the chunks. Just wrap it in a white cloth and keep it in the place where you have your money you kept, the locker, or where you keep the treasury, wherever you have all your jewelry and your assets, property papers, etc. Just put it along with them, and this will actually mellow down the impact. So the expenditures will reduce. Coming to the next sign, that is Leo. So for Leo natives, this Venus is turning retrograde over your first house. So this is, this is sort of a time when, you will be reviewing on your own self. You might just go for a hairdo and that gets spoiled and that spoils your mood. That's just an example I'm giving you. So you must fine tune your image, fine tune your looks, and be careful. Go to a good place. Don't just go to any place and get it done. You might just have some back and forth again, or your mood gets spoiled, that the look that you wanted, any kind of treatment, facial treatment, or some kind of liposuction, etc., or surgical process related to cosmetics. So that is something which is not supposed to be, it's not right to do so. Okay. I hope you all can see the chart. Is it so? You can see the chart, right? Okay. So I would suggest that, don't go in for any kind of cosmetic things right now. It might just bring about some complications. So it's better to avoid. What you rearrange on the outside is just the reflection of what's going on inside. However, and the more consistent you become, the easier things will get for you. So you have to take everything very easy. You don't get carried away and make wrong choices and wrong decisions right now. Expenses, of course, are going to increase, and your communication with your siblings, your friends, your neighbors, all of that you have to keep a constant check on again and again. You have to review that. Female counterparts at the workplace, you might have some kind of issues with them. You have to deal with them, or your connection with the female counterparts at the workplace might just not be that cordial. So take the help of the right kind of people, rather than falling prey to the wrong advice and then just regretting later. And also there can be that your partner becomes very serious about your communication with the partner. So you might just have to be careful in that zone also, because retrogression means you have to become more wise. You have to reflect. And Venus being in retrogression means that it is giving the result of the seventh house also. So seventh house, because it's the karaka for seventh house. So you might just have complications in your relationship because Saturn is already in the over there in retrogression. So this is the time you should make sure that your relationship with your partner is very straight. There are no hanky-panky, there is nothing behind the scenes or something hidden. And also make sure that you learn something right now. Learn something, acquire knowledge, upskill yourself. That is the remedy that I'm giving you, because I'm giving remedies for every sign, different remedies. I'm not going to say that chant this only and do this remedy alone for same remedies for all. So for you, the best remedy is that don't betray your partner right now. Don't get into that scandalous mode, because it might just come in the limelight. So be careful about all of that, and modify yourself, towards better, so that, you don't make any impulsive decisions in your relationship and regret. Venus is relationship. Venus is finance also. So you have to work through your finances right now. This is the time when you have to review on the policies that you've laid, the strategy planning that you've laid. You have to review those numbers also. Okay. Don't make any hasty decisions that just, because Venus is over your head. You might just get very impulsive also. Venus is ego also. So you have to be very, very careful about your relationship at the workplace. Okay. Especially coming to the next sign, that is Virgo. Now for Virgo natives, actually, this Venus is the planet who debilitates in Virgo. So when it's turning retrograde in your chart, so this brings about minus plus. Okay, so this is a good transit for you. Even if it is in the 12th house, it is going to give you good results related to your expenditure part. You're going to be somewhat, you will be thinking about how you can be more careful about your, about your life, about your decision making, about your finances, about travels. You're reflecting on all these things again and again. Your spirituality part, your spiritual pursuits, you will be more focused on that also. How you can connect to the divine, how you can be materialistically spiritual now. Venus is the planet of materialism also. But at the same time, Venus is Shukracharya. So he is the most knowledgeable, very knowledgeable planet, graha. So you must actually focus on acquiring knowledge now. Get connected to your inner you, the spiritual you. Internalize, analyze, negotiate. These are the words, how you can advise others and take the right kind of advice. Seek right kind of people for the advice right now. This is the time you can upskill yourself, because 9th house Lord is in the 12th house. Very good time for travels also, if you're planning to. Because, for Virgo native especially, you will say that how, Venus retrograde is giving good results here, because Venus debilitates in Virgo sign. So when it is turning retrograde, it has to give you growth. This is the time. It will be, these 40 days are good for you. For sure, it is going to be giving you the knowledge that you have, the divine knowledge that you're seeking. Why am I here? What is this relationship about? What should I do in this relationship I'm in? What should I do about my finances? How can I make money out of money? How can I get enlightened on the paths where you are lacking the light? Okay, so here you will get all the all the mysteries of life will unfold. Okay, this is how you will get the solution now. So I think this is a very good time for getting the right kind of advice, right kind of people in your life, and it's sort of a turning around kind of a time. So make the best use of. And if at all you're thinking about already, you have planned your workouts, your diet, your sleep disorder that you have been going through. Now you're aligning everything. So once, the retrogrades happen, then they align you, and then that stays for the next 18 months or so, because it's going to be turning retrograde only after a year and a half or so. So these, retrograde phases of Venus are here to actually help you, to remind you, as a reminder that, come on, now is the time, to review all of these. Once you are in that discipline, then surely, that follows. Everything falls in place. So we must pay attention to the retrogrades very, very seriously. And this is the time when you'll be concerned about relationship, about advice, about travels, about making money out of money, about relationship issues that you are seeking help from a lawyer or somebody. So they will help you about diet, especially about your diet. So do not fall prey to the wrong diet, because this will be a door opening towards hospitalization. So be careful about that. I'm forewarning you. Okay. So that's the best remedy also, just focus on your diet, on your sleep, and you see how everything falls in place in your relationship also, in your circle you move around in also. Okay. Now coming to the next sign, that is Libra. So for Libra natives, Venus is your Lagnesh and your 8th lord, turning retrograde in the 11th house. See, 11th house is the house of friends, community you move around in, the creativity, how you can make money out of money. So we see from this house. So your imagination, your spirituality, your awareness of the unity of humanity to integrate in this zone, how you can support all of this. That's the key to your doorway to success, actually. So now when Venus is in the sign of Leo, you have to review your desires, your creative self, also your friend circle you move around in, whether you really want to be in this connection or not. You can be very innovative instead, rather than, just falling prey to the parties, the limelight and that glitzy world. So this is the time to be more focused on acquiring knowledge, doing for the community. Venus is in retrogression, similar to a Jupiter. Okay. And it's right opposite Saturn. Venus is giving the result of your 5th house also. So it's a beautiful time to be more creative, more innovative, rather than, thinking that Venus is not going to be, giving you any kind of success in those spheres. Though it is going to uplift your imagination, your spirituality angle also, and how you can get the support from the community you move around in. So you will get those areas getting opened for you, those avenues opening for you now. But it is you who has to be receptive also, because it's the 8th lord after all. 8th lord turning retrograde will definitely give you success in your finances and also in your relationships, because 8th lord, when turns retrograde, it's definitely minus plus. So you must move to or take a holiday to a direction where your Mars is. So if you will move, suppose here Mars is in Leo sign and is posited in the 11th house. So you must move east, towards east direction, and take a break, take a holiday, take a vacation with your family, with your friends, or with your partner. So that will improvise on, lot many things which you are lacking, the areas where you are lacking. So that is something you can definitely try it out if you can. Or else you can just, place some white rice or milk in the east direction and overnight, and then donate it in the morning. So that will also balance things out. Okay, but definitely it is going to be giving you upliftment, and you will get that awareness about your surroundings, about your partner, about your finances also. Okay, So this is the time to review all of that. Coming to the next sign, that is Scorpio. For Scorpio natives, this Venus is turning retrograde in your 10th house. See, you are looking for those accomplishments, recognition, extension, more responsibilities, or your performance you're working on. So all of that, you have to review. Now is the time. If you want that success, if you want that growth, if you want that recognition, you really have to work harder. You have to put a lot of effort. You have to channelize your energies towards that. Okay. So you have to, put little extra effort and take the help of the female counterparts at the workplace if you are seeking that kind of help and growth. Because, you are feeling that, you're not getting that kind of recognition or acknowledgement as the kind of effort you're putting in. So you're quite frustrated for that reason. See, Venus is also your 12th lord after all. So your connection with people is getting spoiled. Suddenly you feel that you're putting a lot of effort, but nothing is working your way. You are being so creative, but your creativity is unchecked. People are not recognizing it. And also, to become prosperous, you have to be wise. You don't have to you have to be smart. You can't just be, thinking that I can, I'm working very hard, I will get what I want. But you have to be very smart also. You have to be very careful also when you're dealing with people, when you're talking to people. It's not that, you will just be blunt all the time and you think that, being blunt will serve you good things. Then I'm sorry, it is not going to happen. So you have to be constantly keeping a check on these areas: your speech, your communication with your partner, with your people, with the co-workers, with your seniors, with your bosses. You have to strike a balance. You have to be cautiously conveying whatever you're going through. You must actually, in case you're having troubles in your communication or any kind of imbalanced approach, you're not able to perform in a balanced manner. So you must actually, light a lamp, because it's the Scorpio rising. So you must light a lamp in the south direction in the evening. And this should be, for good 43 days, if possible, till the time Venus is retrograde, and start from the 23rd itself and then light the lamp in the evening. If you can't do it, you can, you give it the responsibility to somebody else in the house, in the family. People come up and say that the, females can't, the ladies can't do it, for a few days in between. So how do we go about it? So you can give the responsibility to someone else, but you can do it. You can just light any kind of lamp, a candle or anything, keep it there in the evening, and it'll, just burn out on its own. So you don't have to, maybe take a smaller candle. Don't take a long candle, otherwise it'll take time for that to, So this is the time. This is the time you should actually, do this remedy, because then it can, otherwise, it's looking like a scandal that you're heading to, or loss of wealth, or in relationship, it can give you some problem also. Okay. So yeah, this is what. Coming to the next sign, that is Sagittarius. Sorry. For Sagittarius natives, Venus is your 6th lord. And Venus is an Akara Graha. Venus is not a friendly Graha for you. It is transiting your 9th house, and it's turning retrograde, moving towards your 8th house also. So this is the time to explore something which gives you growth. Explore those untouched areas where you can have, growth, recognition, and your relationship becomes better. Your health becomes better, because you are losing out on your health, on your mental health also, and you're not getting that kind of cooperation that you're looking for from people. So how can you do that? You have to actually, because it's the 11th Lord getting retrograde. So this will bring about, it will minimize, Ketu is there as well in the 11th house. So it will minimize your relationship. So when you are having all of these issues, you should just mellow down a little, take a break. You should not just push things, because you're pushing things, you're thinking that people will come and just give you that kind of reciprocation in love, in relationship. You are not going to get that right now. So why push things? So you have to make peace with it. That's the best part about this Venus retrograde. It's going to be giving you that transformation now. You're heading to that transformative energies. So when you transform, it is definitely very positive time. It's a churning time though, but at the same time, you will experience at the end of the day the different you, the new you. So this is the time when you will have to practice how you can achieve the higher wisdom, how you can reach that level in relationship. And you have to look after your health also, your lower abdominal region, your thigh region. You have to take care of all of that as well. We should not miss out on the practical aspect of the health problems you can have with this Venus. See, whenever a planet turns retrograde, remember it is away from Sun. So what happens, firstly, it will impact your bones, because any planet which turns retrograde is not getting that light. The vitamin D is missing. So you must start popping in the, from time to time, vitamin D also. So that will also balance out things. And then it's going to be in the Gandanta, moving backwards towards Cancer sign. So I'll make a separate video of the Cancer transit of retrograde Venus. But here it is actually, giving you that energy to explore the untouched realms, secret affairs, secret scandalous things can come up. So you have to be very, very cautious about these zones. Work out right kind of diet. That is something you have to work on for sure. You are going to be exploring everything very broadly, in detail, in depth, acquiring more knowledge. Sanjeevani Vidya, that means you can do well in the medical profession, healing profession right now. So explore those hidden realms. That is something which you should be adopting as a remedy. Okay. Coming to the next sign, that is Capricorn. So for Capricorn natives, this transit of Venus in retrogression is towards your 8th house. Okay, I wanted to give you some dates also. One sec. I'll do the Capricorn reading in just a minute. Okay, it is in Taurus and Aries. Okay, so this for Capricorn natives, now the Capricorn reading starts now. For Capricorn natives, this is now the 8th house energy here. Now, when 8th house is getting active, it is a sort of a regeneration, transformation. You are understanding the power to change. Okay, you're understanding the power of physicalities, change in your physical appearance, change in your physical requirements. So you are more curious, you're more cautious about your physical part, the physical realms. And this will lead to some kind of transformation now in your thought process, in your communication with people, also your chemistry and bonding at the place of work, with co-workers, with your bosses, and with your children, with the romantic partner. Now you're going to be working on all these zones very, very carefully, meticulously. Also, this will, from the 15th to the 30th especially, you will be focused on your relationship more. You'll be working on resolving the issues, whatever you're going through with your children, or with your romantic partner. If you're single, you might just come across somebody also from the 15th to the 30th of July. From 30th of July to the 7th of August, is the time when there will be some confused state of mind of yours, which might lead to making wrong decisions related to your property, related to your vehicles, or your mother's health can suffer also. So be careful about that. And this might just bring about some change of job of your spouse, of your partner also. So do let me know in the comment section if it was something matched up. And there will be some good connections that you will be having, because it's the 8th house energy after all. So some deeper connections you will be getting involved in. Somebody who is, going to help you out. It can be that, people are coming to your rescue. It's like that. You didn't expect from those people, and they will come to you. You expected the least, in fact, and they will come and help you. They will come and take you out of that situation where you're entrapped. Okay, so this is a beautiful energy. In fact, it's a transformative energy. At the same time, you're getting a beautiful chance to understand your own potential also. Okay, so I've given the dates. Just follow the dates and see how things are working. Coming to the next sign, that is Aquarius. For Aquarius natives, this transit of Venus is over your 7th house in retrograde. Now, this is the time, you will have a way of relating devoted to forming relationship. You're inclined towards relationship more. Suddenly you will realize that, no, I don't want to be in this relationship. Suddenly you will realize that I want to modify this relationship towards better or worse, depending on your personal chart, of course. So if at all you have some partnership business, suppose you're having a partnership business, now you will actually get that clarity. Okay, I really don't want this partner, or I don't want to invest more, period. You might just be thinking of growth now, but exactly which direction, that you have to take a pause, take a break, take advice of the experts before jumping into all of that. From the 15th to the 30th, that's the time, when you will have to review your relationship, your finances even more. And from the 30th July till the 7th of August is the time you might be traveling for work, or you're mentally traveling, you're communicative. But at the same time, you have to be very careful, because there can be some confusion and misunderstanding which can come up in your relationship, in your business partnership, and that might just, trigger negative aspects even more. So you have to be very carefully and very meticulously, doing things which require more attention, more of concentration. Okay, be focused, because this is an opportunity that you're getting. Retrograde means that you're getting an opportunity, a chance to rectify things in relationship with your siblings, relationship with your family members. Also, if you are thinking of buying a vehicle, maybe you change your mind and you say, no, I don't want to buy a vehicle. I want to maybe 4 wheels. No, I want to buy a sedan. Maybe, you will just shift your concentration on something else. So that all of that is going to happen. Venus is also, financials. So you will be making some major decisions right now related to your finances, which might just give you some breakthroughs. Maybe some loan will get sanctioned. Suddenly, you will feel that, oh, I didn't expect this, and this happened. So that is also quite possible. See, for you, actually, Venus is the Yogacara Graha. So when a Yogacara Graha is turning retrograde, it cannot give you that great results related to your financials. But it can give you good results if you're learning, acquiring knowledge. Then this Venus will give you positive results. So whatever you're lacking, concentrate on that. Concentrate on acquiring more knowledge, upskilling yourself. You are lacking somewhere, because of which, you're not getting that kind of success and growth. So you must focus on acquiring more of the knowledge that you are missing out on. Okay. So yeah, that's what. Coming to the last sign, that is Pisces. For Pisces natives, this transit of Venus in retrogression is towards your 6th house. It is going to be about your day-to-day work, your routine jobs, how your relationship quotient is with your co-workers, whether you want to be in a particular diet plan or a fitness regime or not. All of that you are contemplating on. So when Venus turns retrograde, it is actually asking you to review your connections with your partner, your romantic partner, or the people you have been connected to from a long time. So X might come back to your life because it's moving backwards towards your 5th house. So you might become suddenly very creative. You might just pick up the guitar that you have been waiting for and you just start playing. From a long time you haven't. So this is the time to pursue your hobbies. Take up your hobbies. That might just help you, come off your depression or tension or stress that you're going through. You're not eating right. So suddenly you will start following that fitness regime, dietary regime. That is going to help you and save you from being in the hospital. Your connection with your relatives, your uncles, your aunts might improve. If not, you have to put a little extra effort. Your communication has to be very charming. You have to be improvising on that if you want that connection with the other people to improve also. You have to put that effort, right? And also with your siblings, especially with your siblings, you have to be very, very cautious that this relationship doesn't break. Your communication might hurt your siblings. It's the best thing to do, to help them, to give them the support they're waiting for. They are waiting for your support. So give them that support. Even if, you're having some complications, just rectify them. It's the time to, change yourself. Look into how you can, improvise the health of the relationship, actually. The health of the relationship, health of your own physical body. So if you review, you will find that, yes, I am going through a lot. So this will give you, it's better that, you go to the doctor on time, take advice on the expertise on the decisions you're going to be making about your finances also. Some investments might just fall apart or backfire. You have been waiting for some good amount of money from that, but you're not getting. So that risk is pretty high right now. So light a lamp in the direction, east direction in the evening, and you will feel better. Okay. So light a tea lamp or a candle or a diya with ghee. So just light it in the east direction for 43 days in the evening time after the sunset. And if you can't do it regularly, give it to somebody else to do so. And if you have to travel, you can't do it, nobody else can do it, restart. Okay. Restart. Suppose you've done for 15 days and you will feel very bad. I know that, oh my God, I have to leave it in between. But no superstition attached to the remedies. Never. If you do it with faith, even if you have a break, you can restart. It's perfectly fine. You can start from there again. Okay. So don't worry about these remedies so seriously. You should not think that, oh my God, I have any kind of effort that never goes down the drain. Remember that. All right. So this is it for all the 12 ascendants, moon sign, or the Dasha sign wise predictions. I hope you will watch the video on Venus in Leo sign. That is a very important video, the foundation of this video. All right. Stay blessed, everyone. Thanks for watching. Om Tat Sat.